Welcome to today's video, where we dive into one of the most provocative questions of our time. Is Jordan Peterson right about the madness behind ideologies? It's a question that touches on the very fabric of our social, political, and personal lives. So, buckle up as we explore the intricate dance between belief systems and human behavior, drawing insights from Peterson's profound observations. Imagine a world where technology grants us the power to create or destroy at will. It's not science fiction, it's our reality. But with this power comes a paradoxical uncertainty, a void where our faith in traditional beliefs has eroded, leaving us adrift in a sea of existential confusion. We are compelled to believe in something, yet science alone cannot fill this void. So what do we turn to? Are the new myths and ideologies we've embraced any less dangerous than those we've discarded? Peterson argues that the ideologies that dominated the 20th century, fascism and communism, were rational and logical on the surface but fundamentally flawed. They promised utopia, but delivered devastation. Today, while we might not be embroiled in a grand ideological struggle, our susceptibility to simplistic narratives remains. Take the New Age movement, for example. It emerged as a substitute for traditional spirituality, yet it often lacks depth and coherence, illustrating our continued ability to embrace comforting illusions over complex truths. But why are ideologies so enticing? They offer a sense of certainty in an uncertain world. They divide the world into good and evil, right and wrong, us and them. This binary simplicity is seductive, especially when it allows us to project our inner conflicts onto external enemies. As Peterson notes, ideologies enable us to hide from our unpleasant fantasies and wishes, providing a convenient scapegoat for our frustrations. Consider the story of Peterson's own disillusionment with socialism. Initially drawn to its ideals of social justice, he soon realized that many activists were motivated not by compassion, but by resentment and a desire for revenge. It was a sobering revelation. The very ideology that promised equality and fairness was being used to mask personal vendettas. This insight led Peterson to a broader conclusion. The problem wasn't socialism per se, but the nature of ideology itself. Ideologies, Peterson suggests, are like incomplete stories. They capture part of the truth but present it as the whole picture. This selective storytelling can be dangerous because it ignores the complexities of reality. When we act as if only certain elements of the world exist, we risk being blindsided by the aspects we've repressed. It's like trying to navigate a maze with only half the map. So, how do we guard against ideological gullibility? Peterson proposes that understanding the grammar of mythology might be the key. Genuine myths, unlike ideologies, represent the totality of conflicting forces in any situation. They acknowledge that every positive force has its shadow, every hero its villain. By embracing this duality, we can develop a more nuanced and resilient worldview. Peterson's journey through the study of comparative mythology transformed his understanding of belief. He discovered that beliefs are not just abstract concepts but foundational to our experience of the world. They shape our actions, our values, and ultimately our reality. This realization led him to reject moral relativism and embrace the idea of universal moral absolutes. Societies and individuals who flout these absolutes, he argues, are doomed to misery and dissolution. But what about the madness of the Cold War, the nuclear arms race that threatened humanity's very existence? Peterson wrestled with this question, haunted by the absurdity of risking annihilation for abstract geopolitical goals. It was a problem of global proportions, one that demanded a deep reevaluation of his beliefs. He realized that if the problem was universal, then everyone's thinking, including his own, must be fundamentally flawed. This epiphany was both liberating and terrifying. It meant acknowledging that everything he believed might be wrong. Yet it also opened the door to new possibilities, new ways of understanding the world. It was a journey from ideological certainty to intellectual humility, from rigid dogma to open inquiry. Peterson's exploration of ideology is not just an academic exercise, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to question our assumptions, to examine the stories we tell ourselves, and to seek a deeper understanding of the forces that shape our lives. In a world where ideologies can lead to both creation and destruction, this quest for self-comprehension and self-control is more urgent than ever. As we conclude, let's reflect on the power of belief. It's a double-edged sword, capable of inspiring greatness or unleashing chaos. In the end, the question isn't whether Jordan Peterson is right about the madness behind ideologies, but whether we are willing to confront the madness within ourselves. Are we ready to let go of comforting illusions and embrace the complexity of reality? The answer, as always, lies within us. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this exploration thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the human condition. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning. But before we part ways, let's delve a little deeper into the implications of Peterson's insights for our daily lives. Consider the small-scale ideologies that pervade our personal interactions and professional environments. These micro-ideologies, though not as grand in scale as those that shaped the 20th century, wield a profound influence over our choices and behaviors. Take, for instance, the corporate culture prevalent in many modern workplaces. At its best, it can foster a sense of community and shared purpose. At its worst, it can stifle individuality and creativity, promoting a rigid conformity that stifles innovation. Here, Peterson's caution against the seductive simplicity of ideology is particularly relevant. Employees might find themselves pressured to adopt a collective mindset that prioritizes company goals over personal values, leading to an inner conflict that echoes the larger ideological struggles of history. In our personal lives, too, the allure of simple narratives can lead us astray. Consider the way social media platforms amplify certain ideologies, creating echo chambers where dissenting voices are drowned out. We curate our feeds to reflect our beliefs, inadvertently reinforcing them and shutting out opposing viewpoints. This digital tribalism mirrors Peterson's warning about the dangers of ideological entrenchment, where complexity is sacrificed on the altar of coherence. Yet there is hope. By cultivating a mindset of openness and curiosity, we can begin to dismantle these barriers. Peterson encourages us to engage with ideas that challenge our preconceptions, to have conversations with those who hold differing views, and to embrace the discomfort that comes with cognitive dissonance. It is in this tension between opposing ideas that growth occurs. Moreover, the practice of self-reflection becomes paramount. As we navigate a world filled with competing ideologies, taking the time to examine our beliefs can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. This introspection is not just about questioning what we believe, but understanding why we believe it. Are our beliefs a reflection of our true selves, or have they been shaped by external influences? This is the essence of Peterson's call to confront the madness within ourselves. In conclusion, the exploration of ideology is a lifelong journey, one that requires courage and humility. By acknowledging the limitations of our understanding and the complexity of the world around us, we can move beyond the seductive simplicity of ideology and embrace a more nuanced, compassionate perspective. As we continue this journey, let us remain vigilant against the perils of dogma and open to the vast possibilities that lie beyond it. Thank you once again for being a part of this exploration. Your engagement and curiosity drive these discussions forward, and I look forward to our next journey together. Until then, question boldly, think deeply, and approach the world with an open heart and mind.